Okay guys, we're back. Sorry about that, like a muppet. I've left the bloody tripod back at the hotel, so I had to go back and get it. So thanks for tuning back in. Don't know how long I'm going to be out here this morning, because a lot of people seem to have disappeared now. They just wanted that they just wanted that first rush of people. All right.
I did, but I don't think it was a good one.
Okay, it's Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, you want me in this one?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be able to get me as well.
Not long enough.
Okay.
It's for our naughty wall.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Protest wall in there.
Right. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, you're on the wall.
You're on the wall
We'll
now.
keep you out the downstairs room.
Actually, we just take one.
Yeah. Oh, 2 seconds.
You want to get her to take a better one to the sign gets in.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in again, guys. And thanks, Lisa, for being there. That sun's right in your eyes, isn't it? We can hardly see what's going on.
Oh yeah, I've watched you on Twitter. You were going around Manchester, weren't you?
Yeah, I go up and down the country now doing it.
Are you from Manchester?
South Manchester, which is Stockport.
Oh, my mum's from Liverpool.
Oh, right, yeah, that's not far. It's just around the corner.
My auntie used to live in Southport. My husband's from Stretford.
Right, ah, right, okay. Yeah.
I remember a huge
Yeah,
park
that's
in
not too far.
Southport.
Yeah.
Nicely gone. Did a picture?
It's really bright here, guys.
It is, shall we turn that way?
Well, if your back's to the sun, that makes the best because the sun's shining on us. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So the top tip is bum to the sun.
Yeah, all right.
It's, yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, that should be all right. If you check that, it looks good because the sun's shining on us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Just really. How long will you be here? What's your intentions to tend to go inside the boat? Right.
So the police.
Supposed to say here, there is no leader.
Yes,
That's what we have to say in North
Take me
Korea.
to
One
a
of us.
leader.
There is no leader.
So the police want to know how long we're staying here
What's
and
your
if our
intention?
intention is to go inside the court.
So we just came down to show the floor, and then we'll be.
There's just anywhere in the city centre where people are called the platforms.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 hours.
It's just to support the Darlington residents.
Thanks, guys. I had to end the live stream because I was in the taxi. Obviously, a private cab. I didn't want to film in there. But we're, can you hear me? Okay? Is this working? Is the microphone working? Okay.
4 weeks.
So,
We will be here. We live in Leeds.
what I'm going to try and do is add another microphone to the mix. All right, I've got a second microphone, so hopefully
So it's kind of like
I won't lose signal.
groups that Christian and financially recognised it's posing. Usually everywhere else we go, there is. We're down in Westminster for great. And
Okay, so this one's attached. I'm just going to attach the second one now. Oh, they're both attached. There we go. There we go. So we've got the technology sorted now, guys. Can you hear me good? Can you hear me okay from this one? Hopefully you can. I've got two, so if I go to interview people, I've got this other one as well ready to go. And it's looking good. So lots of people all around. Got Kelly J being interviewed from GB News. These are the guys from Christian Concern here. We've got a guy at the top there. Look at him. I don't know if he's an official security guard or not, but check out them boots. So big thank you to everybody that's donated, because you've allowed me to be able, or you facilitated me coming up here, because you pay for the train fare, you pay for the hotel, and this enables me to get out on the streets and bring you all this content. I like those signs there. That guy behind us has got a sign: biology, not bigotry. Absolutely. They always accuse you of being a bigot for stating biological reality. What I might do as well, I might go around and speak to people and see if they, want to tell us why they're here. Ladies, do you want to say anything on camera as to why you're here? Yeah, I noticed you've got a sign there that says you stand with Carly. So can you see that? So do you know Carly personally?
No, I don't. No, so I'm part of the Let Women Speak
Right.
group, and I didn't make the sign, but lots of talented women made a sign each. So
Right. Yeah.
we've all got different names on. So Anna here's got me seven.
So I understand there's 7 of them. Is there 7 of them that are actually ill? Because I thought there was 8 at first. And
There's quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe 16. I think, and from what I can gather, there's a lot more who don't want to stand up as well, who
Right.
disagree with what's happening.
Do you know much about the case? It's a guy that calls himself Rose. Was he like a doctor or a nurse there or anything
I
like
think
that?
he's a doctor.
Really?
Well, I might be getting mixed up with the Sandy Penny.
Yeah, because that was a guy. Because
Yeah,
I was
I'm
just
not
about to
sure.
say it's echoes of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that was a guy that called himself Beth Upton, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
That's a northeast accent, isn't it? Are you actually
Oh,
from
I'm a
Newcastle?
Geordie, yeah.
Yeah, you're from Newcastle,
I
so-
live on the coast. So.
Oh, right, okay. Right,
Yeah.
fantastic. And are you here on your own today, or did you actually travel in with people?
No, I came on my own.
Right, but you're all part
to
of
meet
the Let
lots of
Women
women I
Speak
know,
group.
yeah.
So have you been to Kelly J. King's events before?
Loads, yeah. So I stood in the election for Party of Women,
Oh, right,
which is
okay.
Kelly J's party.
Tell us a bit about that.
It was brand new party last year. It was only formed in February last year, and we managed to get 16 candidates to stand in the general election.
Wow. Okay. So in the general election, not local elections?
Well, it was, I stood in my constituency.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody get elected?
No.
Not yet, yeah.
But
So
it
early
wasn't
days,
about
isn't it?
that. It wasn't
Yeah.
about that. It was about being able to speak, because
Yeah.
back even as I think it's a bit easier to speak now. But last year, women couldn't speak, and like the first event that I came to was in January 2023. There was a Let Women Speak held in Newcastle, just around the corner, and I didn't realise how bad it was, and I was like online going, what? You've got the wrong end of the stick. They're calling this woman a Nazi and stuff.
Yeah.
They piled on her, and I was just going, oh, they've got the wrong end of the stick, I'll just put them right. And then I got threatened
What was the threat?
Well, they obviously looked me up because I run a care company, and they threatened to denounce me to CQC.
What's CQC?
That's our regulator.
Okay. Did they do that?
No, but they said that I hadn't said anything wrong, but you knew what I was thinking. So it was something like that, you know. It was a ridiculous thing, but because of that, I was like, oh, what am I dealing with? So I then didn't tweet under my own name. Like, I've got an anonymous account until the Party of Women, and then I came out and went, now I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, that's what they do. They use intimidation tactics, don't they, to silence you.
So I've got a current thing going on because I was denied. So I've got a care company, but I'm a counsellor, so I'm in mental health. So I've got a counselling business as well, and so I was promoting that on LinkedIn, and I've got 4 people denounce me as a professional body for me counselling.
Really?
And I got suspended, even though it's the complaints process for the professional body is only supposed to look at complaints from clients, and none of these people were clients. And the complaints process actually says that they stand up for counsellors' right to freedom of speech. So they breached their own policies. And then they said that, so Free Speech Union got involved, they lifted the suspension, but they left the complaint open for 3 months in case the police got involved. Right. And the police did get involved, so I was accused of harassment, but they've dropped it because there's not there's evidential difficulties. In other words, there was no evidence, because interacting with someone on LinkedIn is not harassment, but they've actually harassed me, so there may be a
counterclaim to go in. Yeah, they're always guilty of the thing that they accuse you of actually doing. Yeah, and it's for me. I mean, I don't mix my words so much anymore. You know, it's all a bunch of troons, a bunch of perverted men that are pushing a misogynistic agenda. It's one of the reasons that I'm standing up against it, because I don't want, you know, proper men to be associated with these perverts. You know, so that's it.
Yeah, so I've got a channel as well. I interview women, so it's just in my own name, Kelly Oliver Dougal, and I interview women who've been affected by this.
And what platform is that on? Is it
it's on YouTube. It's on all the other ones as well, but YouTube's the one I've promoted on most.
Right, so guys, check out Kelly Oliver Dougal, her channel on YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Cheers, thank you. How many have we got tuned in at the moment? We're 70. I had a live stream, there was hundreds on it, but I forgot my bloody tripod, so I had to go back. I had to go back to get it, and lost all the viewers from the live stream. But the numbers are crawling up there. How was the audio on that, guys? Could you hear us? Could you hear us? Okay? Because I've just connected 2 microphones. So yeah, thank you so much. How was that, guys? Good audio. Yeah, so check out Kelly Oliver Dougal on YouTube.
I'll have to go on the live stream and comment so that you can just send on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's on Edge of the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Okay, someone said you can hear us both well. Somebody said I couldn't hear that well, so. But I think it's working. So Kelly's going to go onto the live stream and leave her the details of her channel if you want to check it. Someone said you have an hour delay on the feed and you have your tripod now. Yeah, it's 10:02. Is it 10:02? Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, everyone said they could hear it. So, right. I think all the people from Christian Concern now are going.
Not you.
Yes, mate, thank you.
No, she's
So it's like the world's media has left. Everybody. Say again. So this is the tribunal for the Darlington nurses. So basically, I think. Are you okay for being on camera? Yeah, you're good. So there was a bunch of nurses, and there was one guy that basically went to the management, to the HR, and he said, "I'm now a woman, and I want to go into the women's changing rooms." So basically, that's called, he's a pervert, right? He wants to spy on women. And the management put a sign on the door saying this is now an inclusive space and everybody's welcome. And this guy used to go in watching the women get changed, and these women said no, we've had enough of it. And the crazy world we live in is going to a tribunal. So it's a hearing now. I think it's going to last 3 weeks. This is the first day of the hearing. Yeah. What's your name, mate? Isaac. Yeah. Nice one, man. I'm Steve. You can follow us on Edge of the Matrix on YouTube. Right, I'm live streaming to people at the minute. So this is Isaac. What are your thoughts on it? Adam? You're a Christian Orthodox? Yes. Right. Yeah. So there's a group called, I think it's called Christian Concern, and they're fighting the legal battle for the Darlington nurses. Yeah. Every single Christian, and preacher that I see up and down the country in city centres, they always support me for this.
So what's the worst thing?
To the nurses, probably the worst thing that can happen is they could lose the job. But they won't lose the job. There's been a Supreme Court ruling, which is, the definition of a woman in the Equality Act 2010 is a biological female. This guy who calls himself Rose is not a biological female. He can identify as whatever he wants to. It doesn't make him that. And it doesn't make him that in the eyes of the law as well. So they will win. They will win, without a doubt. Yes. Nice one, mate. Thank you. Yeah, cheers. Do you want to say anything on camera?
I don't know.
How many people we got? We've got 86 people. Did you work your camera out? Did you work the settings out on it?
Yeah. I was on, some of them were right in the first place, and then some of them weren't, and I still don't know getting it right.
I know we're facing the sun a little bit, but people can see us. And what's your name?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Annie.
You're Annie.
Yeah.
And what specifically brings you yourself? Why was you so motivated yourself to be out here today?
Well, I've been involved with Let Women Speak for a couple of years now, and it's the only political thing I've ever been involved with, because it really sort of got to the heart. I'm not involved in politics. I'm not particularly bothered about it. So I think my age has made me, and it's a rabbit hole that you go down, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I first saw Lily Kelly and I'd been watching her for quite a while. And then came here when the first Newcastle Let Women Speak was here. And that's the first time I came to all the events, and I've travelled all over since. I just can't believe it's happening.
Yeah. How have we got to the stage where a bloke could just say, I'm a woman, and all the managers just fawn over him and fall over the people?
I'm in a lucky position of being self-employed. So I don't have to put up with people telling me what to do, and also have the time to watch a lot of what's going on, like yourself. I watch a lot of channels about what's going on in the country. I was at Glasgow, about 60 women got thrown out of the Glasgow students.
I watched it.
I was there, and I'm in disbelief that actually happened.
Do you want to tell people about that? Because this is a really important story, guys.
Well, we had Let Women Speak, and we had opposition as well. There was some guy came to the stream to try and drown us out.
It's always the men, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Well, for the most part.
He's the same man. He's up in Scotland, and he was at Glasgow, then he was at Edinburgh, and then he was at Glasgow again. And then he's been up to something else since. I've seen him a few times.
Does he go with the big speaker?
There's some pretty raw photos of him online, if you can find him. Yes.
Right, okay.
He does, during the week he does sort of adult entertainment, skimpy outfits and things like that. Yeah, so not impressive, really. So he was there with a face full of makeup and a crowd of very odd-looking footballs, call them that. And then after the event, we hired a room in the Glasgow Students' Union.
Yes.
It was a private room. This isn't over. I don't think this is over, so I don't know. I'm not involved with it as such, but I was there. So we had all our banners. One said, "I'm not a vet, got to know what a dog is."
Yeah.
We took offence to that. And a couple of others that they picked out, because we put them in around the room. And you can imagine a lot of middle-aged women, mostly middle-aged women, a few men, some younger people, all the hum of chatter in the room, a lot of drink. We'd all had about one drink. Nobody was drunk and disorderly, nobody was abusive, and we were asked to leave. So,
Did they give a reason for that?
yes, our banners were offensive, including the dog one, and I'm not quite sure about the other one. I think one did have a swear word on it. But this is the Students' Union, and I can imagine what they had to put up with in the past with students. And we were asked to leave, and because it's a contract, we had to leave. So we did. But it's not over yet.
Right,
It isn't
okay,
over
so
yet.
it's still going, yeah. And I think...
This is 100 years after suffragettes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that all them women had to leave. I really could not believe it.
Yeah, for a few, and they always bring the word safety into it, don't they? Our staff felt unsafe.
Yes, which they weren't. They were smirking behind the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. So these are the students, they're activists, but these students' minds have been poisoned by this ideology. As soon as they go to university, they're told to wear a badge announcing the pronouns, be kind, and they're indoctrinated into it.
Actually, when you see them, you can see in their faces that they are completely emotionally involved in the cult.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is.
And it's a cult, and it's an echo chamber as well. What I've realised is they just will not tolerate any other opinion, and they're not used to hearing any other opinion other than those which are affirming, the dogma of the cult. So when they see a sign which opposes that, particularly like trans women are men, because their famous chant is trans women are women, they go into meltdown and they can't handle it. So anyway, and this is the fight back, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people were outside here today? I would have said there was about 100 people.
There was quite a lot, and because I've been to a few of the different events, I've met a new lady today from somewhere in Yorkshire, but there's other women here from Yorkshire, there's people who are locally from Newcastle. I'm not quite sure where absolutely everyone's from, but each event I go to, I meet a few new people. So.
Is this going to happen again tomorrow?
I don't think we're all coming, but we'll be in touch with each other. And some people couldn't come today, or there would have been more. They just obviously being midweek. There'll be other days, and if anything's happening, we'll all be back.
So where will it all get posted as when people are going to be here? Is it going to be on like the Twitter X channels and things like that?
Well, for us, it'll be Kelly J.
Oh right, okay. So just listen to it. Right, okay. I do follow her on YouTube, so it's like I know.
If anybody wants a little bit of relief from me, this is me advert now.
Go on. Yeah, go for it.
I'm always in the comments on people's videos. I'm a stitch in the sky on YouTube.
Right.
I'm a knitter.
Okay.
It's a bit of light relief from politics, but a lot of the knitting world is also woke.
Right. Okay.
So if you go on my YouTube, you'll see. But there's certain yarn festivals where you can't be guilty of trans-misogyny. Have you heard of trans-misogyny?
Trans-misogyny.
Have you heard of trans-misogyny?
No, go on. Enlighten me.
So I would say, my guess is that trans-misogyny is misogyny against men in dresses.
Yes.
So trans-misogyny must be misogyny against black men in dresses. I don't know why they have to segregate them.
Right. Well,
And the list went on from this yarn show, so I didn't know. I just had to go at them online instead.
right. And your channel's called what again?
It's a Stitch in the Sky.
A Stitch in the Sky on YouTube, so check it out, guys.
Because I saw I need to crochet and I'm always going at the sky and a bit of a dreamer.
Do you kind of like narrate while you're doing it?
It's me sitting in front of the camera, showing you my knitting, showing you what I've bought, showing me a hand spin as well. And then there might be a little bit, I'll put a bit of this in because I've been here today.
Right.
So it'll just be, or I'll go around the graveyard and put that on. It's just a bit random.
Yeah, it'd be a really good opportunity as well, people like the knitting, to actually speak and tell them about the agenda and about what's going on.
Yeah.
Or are your audience maybe not into that?
Yes, I think so. I just think that, well, there's quite a few in America, and I'm in touch with people in America, knitters. There's a free online knitting magazine that I've just told a lady about today. It's Blocked magazine, and that's a down-to-earth kind of place to go. If you're a knitter and if you're sick of it, and you're a crafter, and you're not buying it, these are the places to go. Blocked magazine online.
Right.
And then they've got a YouTube as well, and it's not the end for the crafts.
Yeah, right, brilliant. Brilliant. What's your name?
Annie.
Annie, nice to meet you, Annie, and thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
We'll go the 5 spots and have tea and coffee and that for anybody who wants anything to eat.
Right.
Go well. 5 spots, what time is it?
When you're doing this marvellous work.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Good to see you all here.
My pleasure. What's your name?
Yes.
Anna.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Do you want to say anything to my live streamers while we're here?
Not desperate.
Are you part of the Let Women's
I'm
Week?
part of Let Women's Week, yeah.
Are you all leaving now?
I am. I've got to get back to work, yeah.
4 o'clock. And that's when we come out. Is anybody coming tomorrow?
I can't.
Okay. I'll come back. Pardon? Where are we going? To the manuscript. Okay. I'll have a chat with the TV news. 5 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, all right, thank you. Cheers. I know he looks big and scary, doesn't he? Is he official security? He looks like Hampton. He looks like really amazing. Right, cheers, ladies. Can I speak to the TV news guy? Are you here for the duration now, mate?
Yeah, I'm just
Right.
I'm just trying to get this link to work.
Right.
Idiot. Forgot my laptop today.
So everybody else is pretty much gone.
Yeah, you still
Oh,
around
really?
as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for a few days, so I don't know. Are you due to come in tomorrow? Or is it just the first day?
I'm gonna find a flash. I'm gonna suggest I go down, like if there's like some landmark area like bombshells, I'll come down the next day and like, use that as a report of mine. But I'd like to check in on it halfway through and what the
So it's 3 weeks, is it?
3 weeks. I think November 14th. I think is the final projected day.
Okay.
The way that Sandy Peggy worked is like they know that if we start the second week of term, that they would need more time. So they just basically stopped. And then it's 4 months before they got another pilot. And then that was 2 weeks. And then it was another month until they were done for 3 weeks. So it's an ongoing process. But maybe this could be the first or the last day that the judge Sandy Kent was to look at it. That was the 18th of October. So like, however long it takes them to write their findings, it's fine for them to be waiting for.
They're gonna win. There's no way they can't. It's just a formality. Yeah.
I think the issues of it's doing something the NHS to have this sort of thing that we just roll out, we acted in accordance with the NHS policy at the time, and that is basically, you can see the rationale in it, do you know what I mean? There's no doubt. I mean, we can argue all day that the policy was wrong because the thing was wrong, but the whole country took the product and something.
So you've got the two pieces of legislation that directly contradicted each other. The Gender Recognition Act, which is the Gender Recognition Act, which allowed you to legally change your sex. So there's the conflation between gender and sex. And then all of a sudden, that allows somebody that identifies as the opposite gender to cross sex-based boundaries. And that's what's happened. It's just like garbage legislation that
I think it's pushed through. I mean, I don't really like the term. Just switch this to it's all the time. I don't really like the kind of virtue signaling because it's pretty apt because it doesn't really kind of tap on the fog on it. It's a bit dismissive of actually how bad it is. So Scotland, we had successful prime ministers who are militant about gender recognition,
well, Jimmy Cranky came out as non-binary, didn't she? Nicholas Sturgeon. Yeah, I like to call her little Jimmy Cranky.
But I mean, I think comes Yusuf was under so so
he's gone now, right? Hasn't he?
He's still trying to quite clamor onto relevance by posting the social media videos and zero substance about stopping the forces of hate, and all that stuff. But honestly, the issue for me has been but he's just so
do you know who these guys are? Serious bits of kit.
The thing is, when you report the facts, that's the issue.
Well, they can always say that they are reporting facts because if you've got a piece of legislation which creates a legal fiction as you being the opposite sex, they can call a man or woman and say, well, we're reporting the facts within the law.
I mean, the thing is, people can call themselves whatever they want. Like, I can call myself a washing machine, right? And there's like, but it's the problem of when that association gets you access to the circumstances, it's like a problem. Because I think that people, gender ideology, I was talking to Kelly's this, it's the, I had a conversation with somebody else about the language that was used to describe, because you can't say normal, right, or standard when it comes to language of gender realism. So that has now become the opposite of gender ideology. It's like gender realism. But Susan Smith, the forum in Scotland, was just like, it's just bizarre because we don't have a normal for like a word for walking on the right side of the road. Do you know what I mean? Or we've got upside down, but we don't have. I mean, we've got right side up, I suppose. Right? These are terrible examples, but do you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. Yeah,
we don't really have words for the baseline. It just is what it is. I don't know who that was.
That's that guy there actually. I'm going to go and join the ladies room. They've all got, I don't know how long we've got to stay here, but they invited us to Wetherspoons on the corner, this one or something like that.
And I've kind of got to follow the proceedings if I can actually ever get access. But I go have a drink for me. I'll still be here. I'm going to stay here until we leave for the day.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go back up to Glasgow. But no, I'll be around.
They said they were coming back for 4 o'clock. for when they leave, so there'll be quite a bit of an influx.
I know they'll be out for lunchtime, so if you didn't want to wait the full day, I think
Yeah,
they'll
you
be
come
out
at lunch
about
break.
lunch. So, because I think I'm going to speak to Christian Support. Is the
Yes,
team.
yeah.
So I'm going to speak to their chief executive at lunch. So I wanted to get Kelly J. Keane or she was here. She's an interesting lady.
Yeah, she's been a powerhouse. There's no compromise. Yeah, she didn't give an inch. You know, and I agree.
She was seen as fringe, and she was seen as like not eccentric's not really right, but like rabble rouser. But now it's like the nation is like, oh yeah, she's right. It shows you how complicit we all are, and just like going along with like
that's it.
discourse,
You know,
isn't it?
you give an inch, and you start to use their preferred pronouns, and that's where it starts. And yeah, she's right to not give an inch and to no compromise and
spoke to
back her.
one of the women in Sex Matters up in Scotland, and she was like, she has like a real beef with pronouns, and I'd never thought about it really. But she was like, I wouldn't even use LinkedIn anymore because it's like pronouns and your front. It's like that's when you've got a multiple choice for that box, it's part of the problem.
So I've actually got one of these signs. I've not been out with it yet, but I actually came up with the phrase on it, and it's a play on the old, I think it was like the World War II kind of poem, and it starts, first they came with the pronouns, then they came with the pubic blockers, then they came with cross-sex hormones, and then they came with a scalpel.
That's a First Nations Native American.
Yeah, so it used to be, I remember it from first they came for the trade unionists, then they came for the, I can't remember.
So the original one is first they came for like the fish.
Was it? Right,
first
okay.
they came for the street, the fish. Some of the deer, and there was like, because that was
then
like,
the land, and then they took everything.
ancient.
Well, that's it. I mean, the message is, if you just let them in
Give an
for the
inch, take
first
them
thing, and that's why I think Kelly J. Keane's right to be no compromise. I've come much more hard line since I've been doing this. I didn't want to. I was like, policing my own language a little bit. Now I'm at it. No, just call it exactly as it is.
As I said, I don't know. Obviously, the chili sauce girl, like she wasn't trans. It was her friend that was trans, right?
Apparently so.
Yeah. So like I watched that from like start to finish, and like I'm not on Twitter all that much, but like I do post my stories and stuff. I just was like watching. I was like, this is like in isolation the problem that exists with the debate. Do you know what I mean? Is you can't. The other side specifically has no room for debate. This side has a proven track record of wanting to debate this from day dot.
Absolutely.
And I think that's. I mean, it's like I'm a funder either. Everyone can live where you want, be where you want, but when that crosses lines into making other people's life negative for any reason, that's when the kind of the common sense bollards need to be made.
I always say, do what you want to do in life. It's my mantra, as long as it does not adversely affect anybody else.
Same as the rules of the road, right? I mean, it's no different.
What I do say, what I wasn't quite clear about initially, is when I say, if you're an adult, you go away and do whatever you want. Again, as long as it doesn't affect anybody. But when it comes down to surgery, to identify as opposite sex, I think it's a mental illness. So I believe that mentally ill people need to be protected.
So I'm going to set up for a wee live. So just don't worry about it. I think we live in a world now that everything's so polarised and that everything has to be an argument. And as a journalist, I find it really frustrating because I'm like, well, let's talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And like why? Because I got into this because I strongly believe that in getting all voices across and all opinions across. And it's like on Twitter's perfectly aware I don't agree with everything that goes out on the channel, but that's what the channel is pitched to me all about. It's like an representation of all different views and a chance to debate on things, you know.
It's a measure of them that they're cool with that and you're working for them.
You know, I think specifically in my case, I think they appreciated that Scotland didn't have the same mix of kind of political ideals as other parts of the UK, you know. So when I was hired, I was behitched to New York.
Sorry?
That was keep males out of, or females out of all spaces.
But he said wankers then, and give a wanker sign. But a lot of the times they do that, they shout and then they run off.
Undistinguishable banter! Do not need a light today, so I'll tell you. Oh, this is just no.
So you're going to do a live now for the, and then you'll send that to them for potential broadcast. Is that what happens? Or will you be going out live?
Yeah, so this will be going out live.
Wow.
I'm going to have to get a fix for that stream because the stream isn't working. I'm going to find out if they've actually got a sort ready, and if not, I might try and get a wee. Oh, no, I don't need MCR.
So you just literally stream live through your mobile?
No, this is just so. I've got a cable that connects to this,
right, okay.
but it's got a faulty wire on
So that
it.
basically just hooks up to the network?
So that basically fires straight. Yeah, it's got signals on it, SIM cards. Right, that goes straight to the studio.
Right, fantastic.
And so that will appear on a little screen in the studio, and then they'll just bring up my screen and sort of share it with presenters and.
Right. Awesome. So bright, isn't it?
Focus.
Okay guys, this is how it works. This is GB News, how they actually go out live. That's going to go straight to the studio.
Just let me button my top button, for God's sake.
So most of the people have gone now to the pub.
Except us diehard truth tellers, right?
I was outside Westminster for 2 days.
Right. Christian Concern. There was a group of them, you know, obviously representing the verses. Are they inside or are they outside?
Yeah, they're both inside. Andrea and Tom, who's kind of our media contact.
Right.
They went inside.
Okay, but the rest of the group they're just dispersed now?
I did see a lot of them walk off in that direction, but it was about half an hour ago at least.
Okay, so because it would only be the people involved in the actual case itself.
I don't think it was a public diary, so I'm kind of actually, I imagine some of the folk were going in.
Right.
Hi mate.
Thank you very much for all you do.
Oh, thank you mate.
Watched that video yesterday, that woman's
The chili sauce
attack
video,
Yeah, I follow you all over it.
Oh, thank you mate. Thank
Admire
you.
your bravery.
No, appreciate it. Thanks mate. Are you here specifically for this today, or are you
No,
just...
I'm working and lads have just been for a sandwich and said you were here. So
Right, okay. Oh, thank you mate. What's your name?
Julian.
Julian. Cheers Julian.
No worries.
Much
I made
appreciated.
it quite late.
Thank
I
you.
think it started about 8:30, didn't it?
I know that some of them will be out at lunchtime and then they'll be out at the end of the day.
Okay, so they'll be back.
Because they were times that
Guys, can anybody let me know what time it is? Because the time, I've only got my phone, what I'm recording this on, and it doesn't tell me the time on this screen. So that'd be nice.
As far as I know,
As far as you know, most of it.
10:30. It's only 10:30. Right, thank you. 10:33. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
so I don't have anywhere.
No, okay, well, that's something. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Who do I have a spider web in that already? Yeah, I've got you like you.
would it be inappropriate for me to stand in the background with a sign that says trans women are men on? I won't.
By all means,
I don't want to mess your live up, but I just thought it might.
I can barely see anything past that sunshine, honestly. So it might actually make for a better background and all that grey. I don't know what is going on here.
Yeah, so I might have a wander in the background while we're doing the live TV news. I wouldn't just do it without asking you because that'd be a bit rude.
It's a public, this is public.
Yes.
Magic, thank you.
Yeah, so we'll just like, at least we'll get the signs on the back of GB News. So if you're watching this live stream, maybe, and you've got a TV as well, put GB News on and you might see that.
Do you guys have any thoughts on the system or anything that I sent through? I know time was short.
Guys, catch you guys later. Yeah, I'm out going. I remember last time I sat down. Is that yours? No, that's one of yours, I think. Yeah, that's the CC one.
What I've just realised as well is that's Northumbria University in the background. What was that, mate?
Lovely.
This guy walked past and just said fuck GB News and then they swear and they run off. So yeah, that's Northumbria University there, so I might do a little bit of campaigning outside for when the students come out a bit later.
Oh yes, please.
So we've still got 118 people in the house. Thank you for joining us, guys. News just in. I think it's a sign of turning point. Penguins can no longer identify as chocolate. Microphone not working. Are you sure? Can you hear me okay, guys? Can you hear me? I'm getting the indications on the receiver. Can everybody hear me okay? I've got two microphones. I've got one here and I've got one here. All clear.
Yes, well, good morning. This is, as you said, the case of the 7 Darlington nurses, as they've been called, a group of women who objected to the presence of a man and a transgender nurse sharing a changing room with them. This is going to be the 3 weeks worth of hearings to kick us off here in Newcastle Tribunal Court, and today especially we're going to be hearing the rather emotional testimony from one nurse in particular. Now, Karen Danson, she herself was a victim of sexual assault when she was younger, and when she was a nurse in NHS up here, she was sharing a changing room with a transgender nurse, and the way that Rose asked her about when she was getting changed, and this suddenly gave Karen some issues of PTSD. This is a snapshot of the emotional disturbance that these nurses have faced. Now, in cases like this, as we have seen up north, the NHS board decided in their wisdom to offer them support from the nurse who they objected to surely changing it with, to give them a better understanding of working with trans people. Really could not write that. Now today here, that huge show of support arrived in Newcastle this morning for the arrival of the nurses. Joining them was a face you might recognise. Sometimes she's closing her up, but today she's quite keen that she can hear us and find her belly for the nurses instead.
What's your name, mate? Andy, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What, you're going here today? Wow. So are you here for while the whole of this tribunal goes on? So it's 2 weeks. I'm here tomorrow, but I think I'm going to be here tomorrow. I don't think we'll be.
Here with us. How's it going?
Not bad, man.
Good,
Yourself?
good. Yeah, that's
Good dressed for the weather, man. Like, how you doing, Lewis?
Yeah,
You know what connection you in the rest of this? You know,
I didn't know what I guess we know it's the
so do you know anything of them, or?
yeah, I just know the organization. Yeah, they're working with them. I keep my way from London. So when they have things like this,
So you're looking to get
yeah.
Ah, right. I thought this was just for show, you know, some accessorising. No, that's all legit.
Yeah.
So how common is it, you know, in your time working with the Darlington nurses that they come against aggravated protesters? Have you seen a few of them already?
Something like in London. Something like this, street gathering to try to calm the situation down. So that's why when the police came, I'm sure they're seeing from CCTV. Is anything going on? I said, yeah,
I think the only raised voice for still was somebody directing at TV News. So yeah, I think people since like the court case in March, April, it was like the Supreme Court decision, like sort of why they're going to be so public about this case, but they're since that decision. Majority of the public is still trying to get headlines just for years looking to change that. You can think of yourself as anything you want, but when it comes to a woman's bathroom or a woman's changing room, that is where the conversation sort of lies. Whether or not they're not the only place. I'm from Scotland, so there's a place up there as well. And there's one of these ones that could go either way, but it's and that's fine. But when that passion turns to aggression.
Yeah, when they look at it, they will see boys. They are thinking about it. Okay, why should we go to the female toilet? Sometimes they decide to go to the men's toilet. They go to both. I mean, that's what the consequences really happen.
I think it's nasty the way it is, and I don't know if it's gone so far that it can't go back. But I mean, people are still going to, grow up thinking they're in the wrong body. That's too big of a phenomenon to be completely false. But that doesn't mean that you can, if you recognise, if you think you belong to the other gender, then you can use those single-sex spaces. So that big sport, I feel like. I think
Okay, guys. There's our security guard. He looks scary, but he's a really nice guy. They've got him to come all the way up from London. So GB News, they went out live there. He's going to stay here all day. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end the feed now. I'm going to go and join the Let Women Speak and all the TERFs for a coffee. I'll come back for lunch and I'll do a live stream at lunch. And then we'll be back for 4 o'clock. Sorry about forgetting my tripod this morning. So that meant I had to cut the live stream and go back in the taxi, but hey ho. As professional as always. I'm normally much more professional than that. I've actually been really ill and I've had tummy problems and I wasn't off the toilet all morning. I didn't even think I was going to make it, so I'm using that as an excuse. Won't go into too much detail. I'm using that as an excuse for my mind not being with it. Right, guys, thank you so much. Going to end the feed and we'll be back at lunchtime, so around about 12 o'clock, not long. Okay, thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.